Good afternoon, everyone. My name is John Moreland from the Responsive Ads marketing team, and I'll be today's webinar host. I'm very excited and proud to welcome you all to Responsive Ads webinar for our long-awaited launch of Creative Studio 4, or as we often refer to it, CS4. We've got a great presentation lined up for you all this afternoon. In a few minutes, I'll pass the microphone to Matt, Responsive Ads co-founder and CEO, who will start off the presentation. In the meantime, though, we'll let some more guests trickle in. While you wait, try your hand at our CS4 inspired ad demos utilizing our Jigsaw and ScratchOff ad templates, which, by the way, these are just two of our 350 plus rich media templates in our template marketplace. Thank you all for attending today's webinar, and we'll be back with you in a few short minutes. You will receive a link in the chat to test out these ads. Good luck and have fun. Okay, it's been a few minutes now. Hopefully you had some fun exploring the CS4 inspired Jigsaw and ScratchOff ad templates. Now let's get started. Again, I'm John from Responsive Ads on the marketing team for those of you who just joined, and I'll be your host this afternoon. Today's presentation will be approximately 30 minutes. And just to give you a quick outline of the structure of today's webinar, we'll start off with our company vision, then we'll move on to our product demo, which will be led by Anna. And then following the product demo, we'll have value propositions for brands, agencies, and publishers. We'll also have a Q&A at the end of this session, so get your questions in the chat to be answered at the conclusion of the webinar. To begin, please enjoy this short introduction video to Studio 4. Welcome to CS4. On behalf of the Responsive Ads team, thanks for attending today's webinar. Now, without further ado, I'll pass the microphone to Matt, our co-founder and CEO. Thank you all.
Thank you, John. And a big thanks to Team Rad for the hard work to make this happen. In the world of creative tech, Responsive Ads had a vision from day one to make it faster and easier for both brands and agencies as well as publishers to produce high-impact, high-performing ads that users actually want to engage. If a marketer can bring relevant information that is valuable to audiences in a big, beautiful, impactful manner, everybody wins. Brands and consumers connect, and publishers can best monetize relevant content with ads that stand out with less clutter. Creative Studio 4, or as we say, CS4, set out to solve two problems that affect brands, agencies, and publishers: the pains of ad production efficiencies, as well as reduce the costs and hurdles to bring innovation at scale to their audiences. To start out with, workflow efficiencies, and UI. From resizing the setting up variants, and in deploying omnichannel with the same creative, Creative Studio 4 is an enterprise tool that designers, producers, ad ops teams can manage from morning till evening every day to produce faster and more efficiently throughout the entire creative process, from asset management to deployment, client approvals, and proofing, tracking and analytics. CS4 is a future-built system for optimization of the lightest loads for viewability, and optimization of asset decisioning for performance. Secondly, innovation drivers that guarantee performance. CS4 has an advanced marketplace of formats, templates, components, and tools, all integrated with an advanced analytics system. Instead of worrying about size, shape, or channel, regain that time to focus on the creative itself. Build creatives that can be deployed across any channel, from display, social, digital out of home, CTV, and online video. Today is the launch of Phase 1, the release of our rebuilt Fluid Ad Creator, the centerpiece of Creative Studio 4. From asset upload, fluid responsive design export and ad serving, previewing and proofing, to tracking and advanced analytics, we've got you covered. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for, Anna will take you through the product and a live demo. Take it away, Anna.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to be here today. My name is Anna. I'm the lead UX designer here at Responsive Ads. I'm going to talk a bit about our process of redesigning the Fluid Ad Creator, and I will demonstrate the entire studio in action, from uploading your PSD file into the Fluid Ad Creator, following the 4 best practices of the fully fluid ad creation process, and all the way to deploying your campaigns with variants. Responsive Ads as a company has grown a lot in the last few years, evolving into a product company with a strong emphasis on user research and usability. We've been working closely with our existing customers on improving the software. Extensive research and user studies has been done to identify all the critical usability problems. After detecting those pain points, we reorganized and visually improved the Fluid Ad Creator UI. Following modern design tool conventions, our redesign makes our broad feature set more visible and easy to use. We've also made sure your production process becomes smooth and fast. Furthermore, we improved the usability of our animation timeline. And now we're actively working on the brand new version, which will be even easier and faster to use. We validated all the design solutions by multiple rounds of testing, gathering feedback, updating designs, and testing again. Regular UX design routine, you know? It is very important for us as a company to make sure our solutions are user-friendly and effective. As part of this big project was updating our UI library and transitioning into a modern front-end language. As part of the design process, we made a light visual update to all the UI components. That is to give a tool a fresh look and bring visual consistency, which contributes to the overall ease of use. On top of that, we adopted new modern front-end software framework and language, Svelte, and developed an extensive library of in-house web components. With that, we can add new features faster, and now we're exploring the use of AI. A few words to our existing customers who are present here today. Thank you everyone for joining. All of you will be able to transition smoothly from the previous version 3 as we ensured the full compatibility with your existing creatives. All of the old functions are there with improved user experience. Moreover, there are several new features, for example, improved display of creative ad load and overall creative border. Look for those during the demo. You will get an access to a detailed document with all the changes and differences between version 3 and version 4. And now, what you all been waiting for, the product, the demo. Let me finally show you our new Fluid Ad Creator, its unique fully fluid technology, and few other things. So everyone, what you're seeing here is the single size design in the Fluid Ad Creator. How do we get from this into this? Various automatically generated IAB approved sizes with minimum manual work done. This is powered by our patented fully fluid technology that uses aspect ratio instead of pixels. You're not creating a design for 300 to 50. You create a design for the aspect ratio of 1.2. The software treats pixel size as an aspect ratio and generates sizes from it. By creating designs for 3 to 5 key aspect ratios, you are getting any size you can imagine. This is the power of Fully Fluid. To make Fully Fluid possible, you need to create those 3 to 5 key layouts with 4 best practices in mind. Brief overview of the 4 best practices. You need to use relative units, percentages, set images with cover mode, apply image renditions, and replace text images with text elements. Now, let me show you all of those 4 rules in action. First, as I said, element sizes should be set with the relative units percentages, like this here, for a proper automatic resizing between sizes. Second, images need to be set with the cover mode and utilize the focal point so that the image is automatically cropped for different sizes of an ad, and the focal point will make sure the correct part of the image is showing for each ad size. Third, images need to have renditions to ensure the tool automatically selects the optimal key weight for any size, therefore consistently minimizing the ad's overall key weight without any quality loss. And fourth, replace text images with text elements. For a razor sharp, not blurred or pixelated typography, they will automatically fit into the space given, so you no longer need to manually tweak and resize your text for each ad size. Let's see how it's done from the very beginning. For this demo, I've selected to work with the IAB sizes, but the aspect ratio principle for the Fully Fluid design is the same regardless of the pixel sizes you work with. When you first land in the Fluid Ad Creator, start with a 300 to 50 size and import your PSD file. For IAB sizes, our recommendation is to prepare your PSD file with a size of 970/808, which is 3 times 300 to 50. That is to give to all of your IAB-sized ads maximum fidelity. For the larger sizes, we recommend having your PSD of the size 1920 by 1080. Just drag and drop. This is how your uploaded file will look like. See how all of your assets are nicely set up as layers inside folders, exactly as you organize them in the PSD file. But wait a second, design doesn't even fit into the canvas. Where is that promised automatic resizing? This is where the first best practice comes in place. Let's switch from pixels to percentages and reset our size of your ad to be 100%, 100%. Nice. Isn't that magical? Let's also ensure that our background container also set to 100% width and of course positioned correctly. But wait a second, what's going on with the background image? Now it's a time for the second best practice. We need to set our background image to cover mode and use the focal point. Nice, isn't it? Best practice number 3, image renditions. Why do we need them? Please pay attention that currently our creative load size is 2 megabytes. Nobody's serving ads with this weight, right? We need to go to the Setup tab, click Bulk Image Renditions, and select all the heavy images we want to create renditions for. Once we're done, let's see how our creative load changed. Instead of 2 megabytes, it's only 95 kilobytes now. We can work with that. Please note that you might need to exclude heavier renditions for particular images to make sure that your ad doesn't ever go beyond 250 kilobytes. For example, for our background image, we will exclude all renditions heavier than, let's say, 100 kilobytes. And of course, you can always come back and add or exclude some more of these renditions. We're done for now. Best practice number number 4. Replace text images with text elements. Click here, add the text box, zoom in, change the color, type the all new Lucia LX. We can change the font. You can also upload your own custom fonts as long as you have a valid license. And I will position my text box element at the place of text image. Looking good. Perfect. Make sure that new element is positioned correctly in the folders and the text image is disabled. Good. Last thing, the magical thing. Now we need to click on wrap plus shrink in here and set the maximum font size you allow for this ad. In the case of IAB sizes, 32 pixels will be more than enough. This innovative text mode will wrap the text, meaning it will create the line breaks automatically to fit into the given space. And when there is not enough space, it will shrink the text. Your text will look sharp in any size, and you don't need to create several text images to have 1, 3, or 5 lines separately to look nice in all of your ad sizes. Of course, it is important to replace all the text images here. To save time, I will skip it. After you're done and you replaced all the text images with text elements, you are done with the first aspect ratio. From now on, only minimal tweaking will be needed. Let's lay out our next key shape, 300-600, or 0.5 aspect ratio to be precise. Pretty impressive, huh? Best practice number 1 is already doing its automatic work. If you used pixels, your ad would have looked something like this, and you would need to adjust everything manually. But good, there is a responsive ads to automate a lot of tedious work. We reset it back to percentages, and it's all good. To finish up, you might want to increase the sizes of some of the key elements a little bit, like a logo, CTA, maybe a car. Pay attention that renditions adjusted automatically. This size, we have 172 kilobytes creative load, and in the previous size, it was 82. In both cases, creative weight is under 250K, and it's all done, as I said, automatically. Same goes to the text element. 1 line for the title in here, and 2 lines for the title in here. Tell me, please, guys, have you already gotten a feeling that I used the word automatically like 100 times? I know you're right, but that is only because there is a lot of automation involved here. Essentially, our second key shape is done. You would need to carry on in the same manner and lay out 1 to 3 shapes more. And after you're done, you will end up with having something like this. For this demo, I completed 4 designs, 4 aspect ratios, or 4 shapes. 3.9, almost 11, 0.5, 1.1. And now, let's generate other sizes left in our IAB pack. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Her Majesty, Auto Majesty. Isn't it great? By using the slider, you can see that every single size in between, all the in-between sizes, got laid out automatically. So you can easily generate literally any size in between. Saying that, I brought you back to the end result. From one size design into an array of automatically generated IAB sizes. Finally, it's a time to deploy our results on the summary page. There are two options. For agencies, it is the HTML5 export zip packages to upload into the DSPs, and for publisher, generating an ad tag to add to your website. Let's start with the export. Add new export, name it something like Lucia Demo Export. In here, you have a list of all the available agency ad servers and DSPs. Pick one. Go down, select the sizes you want to export. But wait a second. Can't we automatically generate other sizes at this point too? Don't panic, I got you covered. We need to go up and make sure that confirm fully fluid text is checked. Go back and now see that you can add any size your soul desires from the proportional sizes, fixed sizes, or even generate your custom size. Great. Once you're done, click Save and download your zip package. This is how it's going to look like. You extract it, and every single size you exported will be saved on its own zip file. Here, there is a demo export that I created, where apart from our 8 sizes we already worked with, I added 6 more. We can click Preview and see all of the sizes on the one page. Nice, pretty convenient. Back to the ad tags for publishers. Go to the deployments, create a new deployment, insert your impression tracker here, overall click-through URL, and hit Save. From here, you will be able to grab an ad tag to be placed right on your site. Great.
Wow, thanks, Anna. That's awesome. It really seems like it's just a few steps to get from a Photoshop primary file to any number of different sizes. But I think I saw in the introduction video that there's also the possibility to make different types of variants that change how the ad looks, not just the size. Is that correct?
These are the variants you're talking about, John, right?
Yes, those are the ones. Is it pretty easy to do? Could you show us, Anna, how you could set those up in the new Fluid Ad Creator, please?
Yes, absolutely. Before I show you how to set up variants, let me just do a quick recap of what we already covered. You upload your PSD file into 300/250, apply 4 best practices for the fully fluid design, percentages as units, cover with a focal point, image renditions, and text elements. Build your 3 to 5 designs. Rest of the sizes get generated automatically. After that is done, you can proceed into setting up your variants. For every element you want to be dynamic, for example, title text, go to the Setup tab, look for the Data Source Settings section. You need to label the element and add to the conditions table. The next step is on the summary page. When you create your deployment, under Layout, under Layout Variants, select Dynamic and click Edit Conditions table. This is where all the magic of variants and conditions will happen. Just look how many different conditions we're offering, even precipitation and the wind speed. Wow. Once you are done, this is how your conditions table might look like. See everything that we're set up here. Countries, time of the day, weather, different kind of weather, images for the locations, title, content, and the CTA text with different languages, different images of the cars, and so on. And as you can see, you can generate as many variants your imagination allows you. Great. I want to note that this feature is available for both publishers, and agencies. For it to work for agencies, you can choose to use responsive ads as a third-party ad server. Alternatively, if you want to dynamically generate variants, but not necessarily with conditions, you can upload a CSV file. It will dynamically populate correct elements, and you can export all the variants generated. Ta-da! Whew, that's quite a demo, right? Let's summarize everything I just showed to you. No matter how complex your ad is, new sizes can be automatically generated from the base set of 3 to 5 fully fluid layouts with minimal to no tweaking at all. Additionally, you can generate infinite variants for an array of conditions, or upload a CSV file to generate multiple variants to suit your specific advertising needs. Thank you everyone for your attention. We're now done with the demo of the product. For the remaining time, we're going to share further insights on the value proposition for agencies and brands, as well as publishers. Now, I will hand over to Gene, Head of Sales, to give an overview for agencies.
Hello. In the last 25 years, everything has become digital. Today, out-of-home is increasingly digital. Retail has become digital. Arenas are digital. And there are a multitude of other digital screens beyond the trio of screens we're used to: mobile, desktop, and tablet. With everything digital, keeping up with the pace of change has become, well, quite frankly, exhausting. This has created workflow efficiency conundrums. Creators spend more time doing production instead of creating. We feel shackled by the existing tools at our disposal. One way or another, this darkness got to give. With Studio 4, you have a world without production limitations, where your visions transcend the boundaries of time and space. Studio 4 is the cutting-edge tool set we have all wanted, that can deliver pixel-perfect creations in any screen, anywhere, at any moment. A future-proof solution that unlocks unparalleled creative freedom. A single ad that can run on any screen, now, tomorrow, and forever. With Studio 4, you can reclaim 90% of the time lost to production. Channel that reclaimed time into pure creativity, unshackled from those tedious tasks. Envision the power of Studio 4 to sculpt every element in real time, even after launch. Text with razor-sharp typography, images, video, sound, and animations all at your fingertips. With this level of control, consistency will be the norm, with your brand's experiences igniting screens worldwide in perfect harmony. This isn't mere fantasy, it's promise of scalability without restraint. Your reach expanding exponentially without straining resources. 25 years ago, traditional agencies got left behind as new digital ones sprung up to win in this new digital paradigm. It's happening again. Agencies that focus only on the 3 screens will be left behind by those that can deliver quickly and efficiently to the rapidly emerging digital everything world. Digital out-of-home, retail, arenas, elevators, taxi cabs, and more. The good news is you can leap forward and achieve all this while investing only 10% of your current production budget and time. Sounds unbelievable, but pioneering brands and agencies have already uncovered this game-changing creative frontier. The key? Studio 4, which was unveiled by Anna, the tool set that obliterates limitations and propels your creativity limitlessly. Leave the constraints of the past production workflows behind and spend more time creating. In summary, Studio 4 offers a powerful universal ad unit that will display on any screen, anywhere. It reduces production time by 90% and increases time for creation by 900%. A variant system that gives you the power to change any element of any ad based on location, time, language, and weather. Studio 4 also supports our forthcoming AI workflow enhancements. There is much more I would love to talk about with Studio 4, but given the time we have here, I'm going to pass over to Matt, who's going to give a brief overview of the publisher value proposition. Take it away, Matt.
Thanks, Gene. Given the fluid nature of responsive ads formats, our strongest product market fit to date has been publishers that want to drive revenue, yet continue to enable great user experiences for their audiences. Responsive ads has enabled publishers to realize 10x on CPMs. Over the last decade, we've accumulated the know-how and product features to give our publisher partners a simple to build big, beautiful edge-to-edge format. For example, big, beautiful 4x1 is mastheads. The full page magazine-like page flip, or we call page scroller, and the mid-page where partners have leveraged it for advanced interactive features and content. From shoppable with dynamic product feeds, integration to Google Sheets and CSV uploads, to video, in-banner, full bleed, custom optimized solutions, we focused as the #1 lightest to load. To a variety of interactive ads, embedded articles, word games, quizzes, lead gen, and puzzles. We have a great reputation with existing partners and have created a deep creative ecosystem of some of the best performing solutions. With over 20 billion impressions worth of benchmarks, our template marketplace includes over 300 of the most advanced, innovative solutions to drive performance and revenue. There are two ways a publisher can work with us: license our product for direct sold operations or become part of a programmatic marketplace for supply. First way is to expand the direct IO business. With the chaos and now fragmentation of identity and audience solutions, there is no question context is going to take a bigger role for publishers. However, isn't a great creative that is editorial-like the winning endgame? Publishers that build a direct sold business can take up to 40% additional from the cut DSPs, SSP exchanges, and even the networks take, and bring you from the front of the line, from the back of the line to the front of the line, from the $2 to $10 CPM to the $25 to $100 CPM. That slice is better in your pocket. Responsive ads will give you the tools to set up your own in-house teams to deploy high-impact solutions that scale. Either do it yourself with our creative solution, or Responsive Ads offers pay-as-you-go a la carte full service. We can even introduce you to our production partners. The second way is to tap into the programmatic opportunity with high-impact formats from Creative Studio 4. For publishers that do not have infrastructure systems to build or grow the direct sold business, we are working on a curated marketplace with several key formats for launch this year. The best rich media programmatic display format is the 970 by 250 on desktop and the 300 by 250 on mobile, that little floating box. This is a problem. Screen sizes have quadrupled since the format was launched, and the result is white space. This is not best for publishers. Why compromise? The first key format is the Fluid 250, replacing white space with brand space. The second is the 4x1 16x9 masthead, a bit more complex due to setup, but nevertheless, Responsive Ads makes it easy with no code changes or pre-installed code on the page. And for publishers that want to have programmatic mid-page experiences, traditionally, this is the 970 by 250. We've replaced this with the high-impact cross-screen format that can be we call the page scroller. In summary, Responsive Ads enables publishers to sell, deploy, and track the most advanced, fluid, cross-screen. John, can you click? Yeah. Editorial-looking formats at a premium. Now, to wrap up the presentation, I'm passing the microphone back to John, who will take you through all the next steps to get started with CS4. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for participating in our Phase 1 launch of Creative Studio 4 with an emphasis on the Fluid Ad Designer. Also, just would like to note a quick thank you to VO Corporation for letting us use their Lucia car. It looks beautiful in our ads, so we really appreciate that. Also would like to note, we will be giving everybody in this webinar account, in this webinar call, an account to log in after the call. So be on the lookout for that email. And of course, as Studio 4 is now open, please spread the word. So we planned a lot for the responsive ads community this summer with phase 2 of our launch coming in September. Phase 2 will be our partner workshop. In terms of overall plans, we'll be continuing to roll out Creative Studio 4 with very rapid releases over the course of the next 12 months. And your input is vital to this success. So we look forward to hearing from you all. We're very interested in what features you're looking for, so please submit feature requests for phases 2 and 3. We pride ourselves on being responsive, pun intended, so please be in touch. Also, be on the lookout in July and August for additional webinars and information. In July, we'll be having a webinar tutorial focused on video ads, and in August, we'll have a webinar focused on shoppable ads. And again, phase 2 of our launch will be a partner demo workshop in September. Much to look forward to. So contact us at community@responsiveads.com or success@responsiveads.com if interested. And please also join the Responsive Ads community on the Slack channel. So we will provide you the links on this slide in the chat. So make sure to click on those before you exit the webinar. And of course, visit our webpage to view some more information about CS4. That link will also be shared in the chat. Okay, that's just about it. So that takes us to our Q&A section from the audience. So get those questions in the chat. And we're excited to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much. We'll just give a few minutes while the questions roll in, and then we'll get going. There was one question that asked if there was going to be a recorded session to be available to stream later. And yes, we definitely will be sending that out for you all to access and share with your team members, etc. So be on the lookout for that, along with all the other information on your Studio 4 logins. Okay, so we do have a question that was sent in. It reads, why not just add the CSV UMN name real quick to the CSV upload in details? So how easy? I know this is late, but it just, I think that was the bulk of the question right there. Does anyone have any ideas?
John, can you repeat it?
Why not just add the CSV name real quick to the CSV upload in details? How easy? I know this is late.
Okay.
Okay, it
I
seems
think
as
that
though
was Karen's question. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can easily, I mean, the names are all automatically generated, you know, that link. So when you upload the CSV, you can actually link elements to the names. That happens automatically.
Okay, great. All right, so another question, are there any updates to the animation timeline in CS4?
Should I take it, Matt, or you want to answer?
Go ahead, Anna. Yes.
Rocco, I mentioned that there is updates to the CS4. It's more reliable, and we fixed several of the usability issues, so it's working and looking nicer. And we're working on the new version that we will announce when exactly it will be released.
Yeah. And the performance has been improved significantly, as well as, you know, features such as better event handling, as well as, you know, adding things like masking and such will be coming in the product very quickly. So we rebuilt it, so now we can add features very aggressively into the animation timeline.
Great, thank you. All right, if there's any more questions, please let us know. Also would like to note to everyone that you, of course, can reach out to us at success@responsiveads.com, as well as contact@responsiveads.com, or any of the other links that we've shared with you in the chat today. Thank you so much for coming to this webinar, and we look forward to working with you all.
Also, last question, yes, please.
Last question.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
This is great, guys. Congrats on the release. Thank you so much. Do your responsive formats require integration effort on the publisher side, or does it work across any pub out of the box? For example, page scroller. Matt, would you like to take that one?
Yes, what you do is you serve it into an existing 970 by 250 slot, and it will work right out of the box. You just need to turn off the safe frame when you add serve it, and we will manipulate the friendly iframe, and it will work automatically. As we mentioned, there's the publishers don't have to put any code on their page. And then with the programmatic formats, we're looking at a lot more automation as well. The beauty is we can adjust on the back end, so it doesn't require any publisher work. Some of the know-how that we've accumulated over the years of working across hundreds of different publisher sites.
Thanks, Matt. Hopefully that answered your question. And thank you to you all for joining us this afternoon. We hope to hear from you soon, and we'll be in touch as well. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, everyone.